Good morning to one and all. Today we see in second paper chapter 8 similar triangles. So for learn about similar triangles, we want to know about similarity. So similarity means what? If two figures have same shape but not same size. If two figures have same shape but not same size, then that is called as similarity. Okay, so any two figures have same shape but not same size. If we taken two circles with different radius, now both have same shape but their size is different. That purpose they are similar figures. In that same model, if we taken two rectangles, now that two rectangles contain same shape but the size is different, so they are also similar figures. Okay, if two figures have same shape and same size also, then the two figures are called as congruent figures. Then they are called as congruent figures, same shape and same size. So if two circles drawn with same radius, then their shape is same and size is also same, so that purpose they are congruent figures. So by this we conclude that two congruent figures are similar but similar figures need not be congruent. Okay, so two congruent figures are similar but similar figures need not be congruent. So here these two congruent figures are also similar figures. Why? Because their shape is same and size is also same. But here observe, these two figures are similar but their size is different. Shape same but size is different. So similar figures need not be congruent, but congruent figures must be similar figures only. If we taking two polygons are said to be similar if the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are in equal ratio. So two polygons are said to be similar if the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are in equal ratio, then the two polygons are said to be similar. Okay, so for example, now here we observed a square A B C D and another square P Q R S. Now if we observed a square taken means it has angle nothing but each side 90 degrees. So the all sides are 90 only and corresponding sides are equal here we said. So angle A2 corresponding angle is angle P, angle A equal to angle P, and corresponding angle of angle B is angle Q, and corresponding angle of angle C is angle R, and the corresponding angle of angle D is angle S, and here angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R, angle D equal to angle S. Why? Because all angles are 90 degrees only. Next, if we observe the corresponding sides ratio, so if we feel this square will be drawn with 3 centimeters and this square will be drawn with 5 centimeters. So square means all sides have equal length. So now the corresponding sides ratio if we take, that means AB side to corresponding side is PQ, their ratio AB by PQ, and the corresponding side of BC is nothing but QR, and the corresponding side of CD is nothing but RS, and the corresponding side of DA is nothing but SP. Now if we observe these all corresponding sides ratio is nothing but 3/5. So all corresponding sides ratios are equal. So now in this polygons the corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are ratio is equal. So now these two polygons are said to be similar. So the similarity is indicated with the symbol this, and congruent is denoted by this symbol. So here these two squares are similar. So square ABCD is similar to square PQRS. Now if we observe, we taking a square and rectangle. Now they are similar or not checking, they are the polygons. So a square ABCD and a rectangle PQRS. Now square to observe, in a square all sides are equal and all angles are also equal, they are 90 degrees. In rectangle opposite sides are equal and each angle is here 90 degrees. So now if we observed in this square and rectangle, the corresponding angles are equal. Angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R, angle D equal to angle S. But here corresponding sides ratio is also equal we need. But here we observe AB by PQ ratio is not equal to the BC by QR. Why? Because in square and rectangle, to observe rectangle to adjacent lengths are not equal. That purpose a square and a rectangle are not similar. The two polygons are not similar. In the same way, if we taking a square E F G H and a rhombus M N O P. So in square we know that all sides are equal. In rhombus also all sides are equal. But in square each angle is 90 degrees. But in rhombus opposite angles are with equal length. Opposite angles are with equal length. So here corresponding sides ratio is equal, but corresponding angles are not equal. So that purpose in this case we have to say a square and rhombus are not similar. Okay, next, so in a polygon it has more sides and the sides of all lengths will be equal and all angles will be equal. Then the polygon is called regular polygon. If a polygon with equal, so same size, same sides length and with same angle then that polygon is called regular polygon. So if this similarity is applied to triangles, then when two triangles are said to be similar, before polygon model only, if two triangles are said to be similar, if their corresponding sides are in equal ratio and the corresponding angles are equal, then the two triangles are said to be similar. Okay, so if two triangles are said to be similar, their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides with same ratio. If these two conditions to satisfy, then the triangles are said to be similar. Okay, now if we observe a diagram, so we taking in a graph sheet a triangle, A, B, C, a triangle we take. In this triangle AP, now from that first line we dividing it with a line segment that points are P and Q. Now if we observe the AP is how many parts? One part, and PB is how many parts? The PB will be 1, 2, 3, 4 parts there. Similarly, if we observe AQ is how many parts? 1, and QC is how many parts? 4. So, from this we conclude AP by PB ratio and AQ by QC ratio is 1 by 4, same only. And now if we observe this AQ is drawn, that drawn line segment now BC to how it will be? That will be parallel side. Similarly, if we take a point EF, now AE is how many parts? That AE is 3 parts and EB is 2 parts. Similarly, AF how many parts? That is 3, and FC is how many parts? 2. So AE by EB and AF by FC is with equal parts 3 by 2. So here also if we join EF, that is a line segment is parallel to BC line. So here AEF, ABC, that two triangles to observe, that two triangles have with equal ratio of sides, and the corresponding angles in triangle AEF and triangle ABC are also equal. Angle A same angle only, and angle E, angle B, both were observed. These two are parallel on purpose, they are corresponding angles. Similarly, angle F, angle C is also corresponding angles, so they are also equal. And in triangle APQ and triangle ABC too, if we observe, angle A is same. Next, angle P and angle B, both are corresponding angles. Angle Q and angle C, these were also corresponding angles, so they are also equal. That means here too we conclude that in a triangle, so we taking any two points on two sides of a triangle, that two points to joining line is parallel to the third side, then the two sides are dividing into equal ratio. So this statement is called as basic proportionality theorem. Otherwise it has another name, that is Thales theorem. So the basic proportionality theorem, Thales theorem, is if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersecting the other two sides in two distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So before one diagram 2 we observed that one only, now here we want to prove. So for proving any theorem we have to follow some steps. The first one is diagram, second one is what is given, and the third one is RTP, required to prove, and the fourth one, if there will be need any construction, that construction we have to construct, and the fifth step is the proof. So we have to first draw the diagram. So drawing of diagram for this theorem is first taking a triangle. So the triangle will be taking A, B, C, a triangle taking, and on this triangle we taking intersecting two sides in two distinct points. So on AB we taking a point D, on AC we taking a point E. Now this D and E points to join. Now that joining points are parallel to the third side. So here the point E. Now this point to joining line DE is parallel to BC. Okay, it is the diagram. So now we have to taking what is the given one. So the given is in triangle ABC, on AB point D there, on AC point E there, and DE is parallel to BC. In triangle ABC, D and E points lie on the sides of AB and AC respectively, and DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. Next one RTP. So RTP means required to prove. So what is the proof here? We already said that is the other two sides divided in the same ratio. So here DE line is parallel to BC. So that line is completed. So the remaining sides are AB and AC. That AB AC sides are point D, point E2 dividing in the same ratio. That means AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. AD by DB equal to AE by EC. That one we have to prove. So for proving this purpose, we have to need a construction. So that construction. So what is the construction here we need means, here we have to join the points BE and CT. That 2 points to we have to join. Okay, so we have to join CD and BE. Join CD BE, and we have to draw perpendiculars of triangle ADE from each side to, if we draw perpendicular, that is nothing but altitude, that will be taking as M. For the side AE also we have to draw another altitude, that is nothing but DN. So that one we draw. Okay, so that will be taking, draw EN perpendicular to AB and DN perpendicular to AC. That one we drawn. Next we have to take the proof. So for proof, in our previous class, 9th class, if we observed, we learnt a theorem. So what is the theorem means, if any two triangles lies between same parallel lines and the two triangles have the same base, then the two triangles areas are equal. That theorem we learnt. So by that theorem, if we observed here in this part, DE is parallel to BC and BDE a triangle, CDE is another triangle. That two triangles to observe, the same base DE is present. So that purpose, triangle BDE and triangle CDE, both areas are equal. So now that step we writing first. The triangles BDE, triangle CDE have same base DE and between the same parallel lines. DE and BC. So the areas of two triangles are equal. So area of triangle BDE equal to area of triangle CDE. Okay, area of triangle BDE equal to area of triangle CDE. Next we finding the area of triangle ADE. So area of triangle ADE, area of a triangle is half BH. So half into B means base. If I am taking the base as AD, then the height is nothing but EM. So AD into EM. Next I am taking the area of triangle BDE. So now area of triangle BDE. So here also area of triangle, that is nothing but half BH. So half into, I am taking the base as BD, the base as BD, and height, that height we have to find. If that triangle BDE, observe that BDE triangle is a obtuse angled triangle. In obtuse angled triangle, the altitude height is at outside. So the outside is 1. If we observe, that is nothing but EM. So the height will be taking as EM. If we divide these two areas, then half of same value, so we can cancel, and EM is also same height, that will be cancelled. So now here we leave one is area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE is nothing but AD by DB. AD by DB. Next, if we finding once again area of triangle ADE, now we taking the base as AE. So half into base AE into its height. So AE base taken means the height is nothing but DN. So we taking the height as DN. Next, now I am calculating the area of triangle CDE. Now if we observe the area of triangle CDE, so for this triangle C area, I am taking this EC as base. So half into base EC into, now here we observe this triangle is also an obtuse angled triangle. So CED. Now if we increase this one, so we can draw the altitude at N. So now the height of the triangle CDE is nothing but DN. Now if we divide these two areas, now here also half will be cancelled, DN cancel. So now here we left that one AE by EC. So area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE equal to AE by EC. This will be taking as equation 3. Now, if we observe in equations 2 and 3, that two equations, the numerator is area of triangle ADE only. So, that numerator is equal. And the denominator, observe here area of triangle BDE there, here area of triangle CDE there. Before, from first equation we know that area of triangle BDE and area of triangle CDE both are equal. That means in these two cases, equation 2 and equation 3, the numerators are equal and the denominators are also equal. So, equation 2 is nothing but equation 3. That means the LHS of these two equations are equal. So, nothing but the right side RHS are also equal. That means AD by DB is nothing but AE by EC. So, from equations 1, 2 and 3, we can conclude that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So, now we get the RTP. So, it is basic proportionality theorem.